So, how did we meet, Claire?
We met 2 years ago, working together on Canada Day.
Yeah, it was last year.
Was it just
It
last
just
year?
seems like thousands of years ago.
Oh, yeah. Well, we met
Yes,
then working
okay.
on Canada Day when I was working at the Forks.
Yeah.
And I immediately loved the way you approached, I don't know, the world.
That's so nice. Yeah, I love when we met. Right away, we realized that both of us took Pre-Com. And so it's like this little automatic like brain thing where we're like, okay, we're going to understand each other really well in a lot of ways for sure.
Yeah.
But then also it's really nice because we've been getting along as people too. So it's been like this nice professional and friendly thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have a perfect sense of sarcasm that seems to work together.
Yes. Like I can walk in the room and be like, just schooled my boyfriend. And you're like, yes, girl.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, my name is Jasmine and I have been doing communications for over 15 years in Winnipeg and around the north of Manitoba. I live in the west end of the city with my daughter and my dog, and I really love working on messaging with clients, but also in my personal life, like just chatting with friends and making plans and figuring out how to kind of shift our perspectives with the ever-changing world.
My name's Clare MacKay. My pronouns are she, her. And I have been in marketing, communications, community development, community engagement my entire career. So, almost 30 years. I've spent the last 20 of them with the Forks North Portage, and I've just started my own firm, Duffy Consulting, working in those areas. And I love talking about messaging, and I always find it interesting when people approach you and ask you how you get messaging so easily, and when it comes second nature to you, that's really something that you don't think other people think about, but drilling down into your core message, especially for small businesses, is something I love helping people do.
People can expect us to talk about how to set some of your core messaging. We want to talk about authenticity, storytelling, and how, a lot of times women have a different way of communicating and how we can kind of take advantage of that privilege, that little bit of privilege that we have to move it forward and stand out in the world of business.
And we also want to make it easy, because once you understand your core messaging, once you understand really the power of messaging, it's something you can refer back to constantly. And it really makes communicating with, whether it's shareholders or stakeholders or board members or the general public to increase your sales, it makes it incredibly easy once you understand what your message is.
I have people calling me sometimes being like, oh my God, Jasmine, how do I become self-employed? And they're like, they have a husband at home, they have a good amount of savings, and those are great things. I'm like, you have that cushioning. I'm a single mom. I'm on my own and I'm doing it, and I know how scary that can be, but we can always fall back on a job if we need to. I have to have a plan B and a plan C.
I am newly self-employed. Mm-hmm. I have always worked for somebody else. I've been working since I was 14. And this is the first time that I didn't quite know when I made a leap. I'd always made very strategic leaps in my career, for a slightly different position, more money or a different title. And quitting your job, it's scary. It was really scary. It was absolutely the right thing to do. And I was laughing that I was the reluctant consultant for the first little bit, that, I was applying for jobs, but I wasn't finding anything that was really interesting. And so the reluctant consultant now has her own website, now is registering for a business number, has new clients, and I actually said to someone this morning, I don't want to work full-time for you. That's the first time that's actually, it came out of my mouth without me thinking about it, but I understand probably what a lot of women in the room are going to be feeling. They're probably further along in their journeys when it comes to owning their own businesses. And one of the things that I've really loved, even just in the last couple of months, is connecting again with people that I've loved working with, and more often than not, they've been women.
I know.
And they are the ones who have, and I read this quote somewhere, it's a bit cheesy, but they are speaking my name in rooms that I am not in.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So
yes.
that to me it's unbelievable. It's so heartening to see women helping women and women working together and going into places together that maybe we'd feel intimidated on our own. But when we go in together, holy, you cannot stop us.